Hello everyone, my name is Landon and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the top 5 best Stephen King movie adaptations. These are my 5 favorite Stephen King movie adaptations that were very, how am I going to say this? I'm blanking out right now. Truthful to the source material. They did justice, that's what I've been trying to say. They did justice to the source material. The best movies that I think did the best to show what was written down that Stephen King wrote. So, let's get right into this video with number 5, and we have Stand By Me from the Different Seasons collection. Stand By Me was a short story entitled The Body that got turned into a movie called Stand By Me. Stand By Me, or The Body, is about a group of 4 boys who go out searching for a missing kid who is allegedly assumed dead, and they go out to try and find him to see if they can become heroes of the town for finding the kid. And it's a coming-of-age story that's incredible, and the ending is amazing. What happens in the end with, I guess I can spoil some stuff. They find the kid and he's dead, and they realize it, and then throughout the entire movie and the entire book, their friendship is, I can't really say questioned, but, many things happen, Chris Chambers and, Gordy, they, have a heart-to-heart in many of the scenes, because, Chris is, he was brought up in a bad, house. And that's all, we go deep into what these boys had as childhood, and everything just goes from there on this journey of coming of age to find this dead body in the woods. And that's number 5, Stand By Me. And I'm actually going to keep this here because number 3 is also in there. But number 4, we have Stephen King's It 2017. Not the 1990 miniseries, the 2017 version of this movie. Part 2 of this movie has yet to come out yet, but Part 1 was incredible. It was a lot like the source material, almost exactly like it. There were a few scenes that were different, like the storm drain scene, and then the ending, obviously, if you guys know what I'm talking about, in the ending of the book, it did not happen in the movie. Thank God it didn't. But yeah, It 2017 was incredible. It definitely deserves to be one of the highest rated Stephen King movies. If you guys don't know what it is about a group of 7 friends, I believe. I think it's 7 friends, if I'm remembering correctly, and they're called the Losers Club. And back in 1958, in their hometown called Derry, there was an it that was, kidnapping children and adults, mostly children, though, a lot of children, and they're figuring out how to stop it. And then once they stop it in 1958, it comes back 27 years later, like it always had been in the past, to get its revenge, and they have to come back, join forces once again, and stop it once and for all. And that's all I can say about It. But the 2017 version of It was amazing, and I can only hope that the 2019 version will be a lot better, because the cast for the 2019 version, Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader, James McAvoy, it should be great. And that was right there. Alright. Back to Different Seasons. At the number 3 spot, we have Different Seasons. We have The Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption is considered just one of the greatest movies, period. On IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, it's the number 1 rated movie ever. And it's only number 3 to me because I feel like there were the 2 other movies that I liked better. I didn't like better. Well, one of them I liked better, but the number 2 on this list, it's weird. I liked Shawshank Redemption better than number 2, but I just think number 2 was just more fun to watch, because Shawshank Redemption is a 2.5 hour long movie. Number 2 is not that long. It's not even 2 hours. But The Shawshank Redemption is about a wrongly convicted Andy Dufresne who gets sent to Shawshank Prison to serve a 25-year-to-life sentence. And while he's in there, he meets a man named Red, and Red shows him around the prison. They become really close friends, and throughout the entire movie, Andy is trying to figure out a way how to get out. And in the end of the movie, he eventually does. The ending is one of the most iconic scenes in movie history, when he's standing in the rain and the rain is falling on him. It's one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic scene in movie history. And if you guys have not seen Shawshank Redemption, I encourage you to watch it. It is a fantastic film, almost for all ages. I'd bet, probably age 10 and up. Probably that, because there are a few scenes that are iffy. Maybe even age 12. Maybe not age 10, age 12. But, besides a few scenes, the movie isn't really that bad for young kids to watch, except a couple scenes. But I'm not going to get into those. You experience those for yourself. Alright. Number 2, we have Christine. Christine, I believe, is my 7th favorite Stephen King novel of all time, if I'm remembering my list correctly. And Christine is an incredible movie. It was in the 1983 was the year that it was made. And it's a fun ride. And besides a couple of scenes, the book, excuse me, the book and the movie are a lot alike, and the scenes in the book that were bad, the movie changed them to be more fun. The movie is more fun than the book is. Yes, the book is really fun, but the scenes that aren't so fun and could have been amped up in a lot of ways definitely were in the movie, and that's what makes Christine the movie so good. And it's very loyal to the source material, like when they find the car. A few things were changed for time reasons, like if everything was put into the movie, it'd be like a 2.5 hour long movie like Shawshank, but it was less than 2 hours, so they definitely had to get rid of some stuff. But the things that they got rid of, I was okay with, and the things that they added, I was definitely okay with. They were a lot better than the book, even though the book is still amazing. I forgot to tell you what Christine was about. Christine is about a young man named Arnie, and, what's his last name? What's his last name? Arnie Cunningham. I was thinking like Cumberland or something like that. I don't know why. Arnie Cunningham. He is a senior in high school, and while he's driving home with his friend Dennis Gilder, he sees a broken down 1958 Plymouth Fury painted red and white in someone's driveway for sale. He buys it, takes it home, fixes it up, because it was really badly busted up. He fixes it up, and then suddenly Dennis sees Arnie change. He changes in the most drastic way possible. Instead of being like the shy nerd with glasses, he gets contacts and starts dating the most popular girl in school, and a bunch of things changes, and Dennis thinks it has something to do with Christine, and he is right, and him and Lee, the most popular girl in school who dates Arnie, have to figure out a way how to stop Christine, or else something bad will happen, and something bad does happen. Alright. And coming at the number 1 spot, we have Misery. Misery is my 4th favorite movie of all time, and it was the movie that made Kathy Bates my favorite actress of all time. I've seen Kathy Bates in a lot of things, but when I saw her in Misery, it was locked down. Misery is about an author named Paul Sheldon. He has a very popular book series called Misery. Misery Chastain is the character that he writes. And one day he gets in a car crash, and his biggest fan, literally, picks him up and nurses him back to health because she is a nurse, and her name is Annie Wilkes. Kathy Bates in the movie. Paul Sheldon is James Caan in the movie. And throughout the movie, like the first 20 minutes of the movie, when she's very careful. She's like so caring to Paul Sheldon. She loves him. She takes so much care. She feeds him, and he thinks that it's a miracle that this happened. And then she figures out that his latest Misery novel, he kills off Misery Chastain. And that makes her go bananas. And we see a completely different side of Annie Wilkes, and it does not look good for Paul Sheldon. A lot of bad things happen, like getting his thumb cut off, his bottom half of his leg chopped off. It's just not pretty. And Annie Wilkes forces him to write a novel that he doesn't want to write, basically reviving Misery Chastain. And the ending scene of the movie is incredible, where he has the match and he has the piece of paper covered in gasoline with the book on the ground. She walks in with 2 glasses celebrating that the book is done. He lights it on fire, and she says like, "No, you can't do that." And he's like, "Why? I learned from the best, or I learned it from you." And then he drops it on the ground, the book catches on fire, and then there's a big final scene between the two, and it's incredible. Misery is definitely my favorite Stephen King movie of all time. 4th favorite movie in general of all time. Best source material rebuff, definitely. And that's the list. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you're new. In the comments below, tell me your 5 favorite Stephen King novel adaptations that you've ever seen. And I'll see you guys in the next video.